Alright, well, post-league wrap-up. Good to kind of have our groove back. A part of me wants to try the Giganta version again because I really liked Abbott, and I really liked Ratchet Bomb, but maybe we shouldn't mess with what's working. I mean, this is getting us good results here. We're 13-2 with this list. I mean, why fix what's broken? Sometimes I just can't help myself. Even if I'm winning with the list, sometimes I just can't help but feel that I can still do even better. And variants too. Sometimes you're winning not because of the Season Pyromancer Obosh package, but rather in spite of it in a way. Not in spite of it in the sense that they're bad, but in the sense that there could be better options. And I can't help but feel that. I mean, Obosh is so huge though. Like losing that is huge. But the good thing about Abbott though is it both grinds. It also can dig for lands. Season Pyromancer only digs for lands 4, 5, and above. Abbott can dig for the critical third land, which is very critical also with Blood Moon in the mix. So it's weird because you'd think like Blood Moon isn't good because you can reveal it potentially with Abbott, but that's only going to happen a very small amount of the time. It's actually kind of better in a way because of Blood Moon because since if you play Abbott from turn 3 forward, you're either going to reveal a land off the top of your library or you're going to burn through a non-land card, which you can either play off the top, or if you don't play it, then you're just one card closer to another land. So either way, Abbott helps you hit your third land drop, as long as you wait until turn 3. Very underrated ability of the card, maybe one of its strongest attributes. That is actually fundamentally what Abbott does best, it churns through your deck and helps you make land drops better, even from further on outward. Sometimes you hit spells, but ideally, you actually want to hit a land with Abbott almost always, because that's the one type of card that you can play pretty freely, and you don't have to tie up your mana that turn. That being said, as we saw, Season Pyromancer is insane grind. Obosh brings an insane power to the table. I really like this sideboard. If I were to play the Giganta version, I'd probably replace the Blast Zones with Ratchet Bombs, of course. I might leave the Shattering Sprees as is. It sounds weird because you'd think that these would be better off as like a Braids, but think about a Braid though is that it's not as good against Tron or E-Tron because you can't hit a turn 1 map or multiple artifacts. It is more versatile though. Could play some Braids, and then we could play like 2, instead of Kozilek's Return, we could play like 2, although there still is some consideration though to having a Blast Zone, because it can replace potentially dead cards. So one thing we could do if we played the Giganta version is we could, well, anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I guess, no, let's stick with what's working for now. But probably we'd go to 2 Blast Zones in the main, and then 4 Ratchet Bombs, and then maybe 4 Pillages. Tough to say. Or maybe, yeah, or maybe just one thing we could do actually is we could do. The Blast Zones are just a very nice flex slot. Blast Zones, Ratchet Bombs, and 2 like Shattering Sprees or something. Yeah, actually, it's kind of weird. The Blast Zones actually turned out to be a very nice flex slot, actually. Ratchet Bomb is probably better, but it's also yeah, actually, we could probably just cleanly swap the Blast Zones for Ratchet Bombs. And then actually what we could do if we had a Giganta version is then we could, we should probably replace the Shattering Sprees with the Braids. It's just more versatile. And then something else we could do is we could put in 2 like Blood Suns. I know that seems weird, but Blood Sun can be nice because it's actually kind of like extra Blood Moons in the Titan matchup. But it's also kind of nice in some matchups like red black Luris because it always replaces itself, but it prevents them from manipulating your life total. I don't know. Anyway, maybe we'll just stick with this for now. Can't argue with what's not broken. Until next time.